Is your lawn brown from the winter? The next few weeks are critical to bringing back the green. For an extreme green, your southern lawn should have fertilizer and iron. Scott's Green Max contains triple the iron for fast extreme greening compared to regular fertilizer and is available at your favorite lawn and garden store. Visit scotts.com and sign up for customized lawn tips to keep your lawn looking its best all year round. And we resume action at the Orange and Blue debut presented by Scott's on Sun Sports with Chris Rainey taking it around the edge.
Nice run by Chris Rainey as he showed you speed and quickness as he's able to accelerate. He darts up inside, picks up his block, and then watch the acceleration, picks up a nice gain very close to the first down.
Chris Rainey with almost 2,500 all-purpose yards as a Florida Gator, 1,600 rushing, 400 receiving, and 400 plus in the return game as well. A very versatile and explosive talent for the Gator offense. Runs inside, straight ahead power play. That's an NFL looking running play, isn't it?
Oh yeah, a little trap there inside. And you know, one of the great things about Chris Rainey as well as Jeff Stims is through the years they've been able to run inside as well as outside. Here's another look at it as you see. Now watch him just lower his shoulders, lowers his pads, gets as much as he can. There's nothing outside. The old Chris Rainey would have tried to bounce it and maybe given up a big loss.
Southern getting a little bit of push there. John Jalapeno, 67 on that offensive line. There see Rainey's rushing numbers from last season, over 7 yards a carry. Of course, the Gators don't have Jeff Demps this spring. Deep down the right sideline, and that ball will be incomplete. Again, the defense in very good position. Jeremy Brown back there defending.
We know, Larry, you guys are talking about Chris Rainey. One of the big questions coming in, would he fit into a pro-style offense? Well, he played in the I in high school in Lakeland, and the coaches have been very impressed with his ability to play with a back in front of him and in the one-back situation. So I think they are very excited about Chris Rainey's spring, and he's been a major surprise as a running back full-time this spring practice.
And he'll have a chance to get a running start getting up to that line.
But even more so, when you put him in that eye, he has vision. He can see the back door. He can see the cuts and the holes, where in the past he was not able to see that.
Pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. Looked like Sharif Floyd, big sophomore out of Philadelphia, came in and got a paw on it.
And Larry, I must say, you know, not making excuses for the offense, but normally when you go through spring and you're putting in new offenses, new defenses, the defense is so much more ahead of the offense, and you'll see that. By the time we come back for the fall, the offense has been together for 2 or 3 months. You know, that'll change as we come into the fall practice.
Well, again, we pointed out the Gators are replacing 4 starters on the offensive line, and they've had a bunch of injury concerns this spring. David Young not in the mix, Matt Patchen not in the mix, Xavier Nixon not playing today. So that has thinned out the offensive line even further. Certainly at least 1 or 2 of those guys would be expected to win starting jobs. So Charlie Weiss has got a conundrum with trying to put in an offense when it's hard to block people.
And not only guys that you expect to win starting jobs, guys with experience. I mean, if you look at this offensive line right now, there's no one except maybe Jalapeno that has played any at all. So as you look at this offensive line as they're trying to come together, it's a work in progress, and you know, they will continue to work on that all off season. And I've got confidence in this coaching staff that they'll get it done.
64, Kyle Coney in there as the left tackle. Ian Silberman, a redshirt freshman, 77. Another guy in the mix. Right tackle, number 75, that's Chaz Green from Tampa. Jalapeno, that's a guy you've seen before. There aren't many. And Jonathan Harrison has moved inside and is playing the center spot, number 72. Yeah, kind of got run over there on the sideline. They tried to get the ball to Frankie Hammond Jr., but the pass is incomplete.
Well, here's a good look at that offensive line as they're trying to get the protection as they just push the defender pass and allows Brantley to step up and throw the football. But, you know, when you turn around and you look at a kid like Jeremy Brown that has, when he first stepped foot on the University of Florida, we thought he was going to be a great corner, and he proved it last year when he came up with 3 interceptions. So, you know, not a guy that you're going to throw at too often without having some difficulty.
So we switch sides of the ball and get some new personnel in there as Tyler Murphy returns at quarterback. play action. Murphy under pressure, throws and completes a pass. A little drag route there for A.C. Leonard. True freshman who just enrolled in January, and he makes a catch.
Nice job that time by Murphy. He was getting pressure from Chris Martin and rolled out, squared his shoulders, and was able to find his target and get the ball to it. Nice job getting outside. Now watch him start to square his shoulders. Squares his shoulders just as he's ready to throw the football. He makes a perfect throw to the tight end.
Shocking. Omarius Hines blocking downfield. He'll put a hat on you, won't he? There's the A.C. Leonard out of Jacksonville University Christian. Do a toss sweep left side. Little sprint to the corner. And that's Malcolm Jones.
Malcolm Jones, I guess he's what you call an athlete, Larry, because in everything we've got Malcolm Jones as a defensive back, but look at the speed that he possesses as he's able to get outside of containment and picks up a Gator first down or an Orange first down.
Jones out of Fleming Island is a walk-on to the Gator program, but Florida's so depleted at running back with Jeff Demps focusing on track this spring. Mike Blakely, Mac Brown Jr., Mike Gillisley all injured and missing the spring game. They've got Chris Rainey and anybody else they can put back there, and they found a guy. Throwing down the left sideline, and that one's going to get broken up. Had a chance at a completion, but nice closing speed from the free safety, Josh Shaw.
Well, this is a ball that's just slightly underthrown, Larry, and a little late. Tyler Murphy has Deontay Thompson open on this. He gets behind the secondary. Now this ball's got to come out a little quicker. He sets, and he slides up, and the ball comes out late. That allows the safety the opportunity to make a play on the football.
That's a battle for free safety, an open job. And the top two candidates are both named Josh. Josh Shaw, number 9, and Josh Evans, number 24. There's a throw going up to make a play. That's a nice job at wide receiver by Stephen Alley from Toronto, Canada.
Stephen Alley, big frame. You talk about a gentleman that is 6'5", 220, runs a good route, but watch Murphy as he gets outside. Now watch him set his feet, and then this thing is just gunned out there. Nice throw and catch. Moses Jenkins on the coverage.
Alley caught 3 passes last season. Expected to be much more part of the offense this time around. That's our first scoring threat. We'll run the draw play. Not much running room that time for Malcolm Jones. Michael Taylor leading the defense on the play. Let's see if this group can bow up and stop this drive as we reach the end of the opening quarter of the Orange and Blue debut presented by Scott's here on Sun Sports. No offense in the first period of today's ball game. So we'll step aside, we'll let them regroup and see if they can put some points on the board when we return to the Swamp in Gainesville.